So I'm so excited to share this with you. It is June 1st, so that means I can finally share my May accomplishment. And so I have this amazing calendar that my grandma got me for Christmas. You are a girl who can do anything. It's probably meant for little girls, but it's saying something about following your dreams and you're brave and amazing. And there's always different like sayings on this. So I always like flipping the calendar, you know, find something you're passionate about and go full force in. So for March, it's up to, or for May, it's up to you. Don't expect other people to make you happy. Your destiny is in your own hands, and it is up to you to make the best that you can of your life every day. Depend on yourself to make things happen for you. Don't wait around for things to go your way or for fate to change your life. Instead, walk into the ball game, grab that bat and hit a home run. People will say that it can't be done and you can't get it done, but don't listen to them. Only you know what you are really capable of, and that's really, really true. Only you know the distance you are willing to go to achieve your greatest dreams. So trust your heart and believe with everything you are that you can get where you are going. Great things await if you have the determination to see them through. So great things await. And my dream is actually, I don't know if this is kind of an odd dream, but my dream is to be healthy, is to be happy, is to be fulfilled and feel, actually mostly the health issue. So since I was 17 or 16, I can't remember, an itch on my nose. Since I was 16 and 17, I struggled with bulimia. So I had an eating disorder. I have an eating disorder, but I don't want it to define me. So I've struggled with bulimia. And I've gone to counseling, I've done all that stuff, and it's still something always that I've been struggling with. And even recently, a couple years ago, I started to relapse. And first it wasn't a big deal, and then it started to get worse and worse and worse. And actually this past year was really bad. And I didn't really know what the trigger was. I didn't know why I was doing this. I knew I needed help. I'd talked to my husband. I tried to figure it out. I didn't know what to do. Personally, I was falling, I was failing, I was feeling like a failure, and I didn't know how to ask for help or where to go exactly. And so I just kept doing what I was doing, just hoping one day something would come up and get better, or I would figure it out, hoping I could figure it out by myself. Well, actually things did change. I realized what my trigger was, and all of a sudden it just, poof, it went away. Like, I haven't struggled all month, okay, except for this day. But starting, you know, on Monday, like, it's been almost an entire month. I've crossed off every day that I felt healthy, I felt happy, and I haven't had a binge purge episode. And I'm really, really proud of myself for this. And it's not something that was hard for me. And reason being because I figured out why I was doing it. And that's the biggest thing is, if you do struggle with an eating disorder, specifically binge eating, find the trigger and find something else to fulfill that, or find, you know, a way to overcome that trigger. For me, it was loneliness. I actually didn't know that. I thought I was binge eating because of stress, boredom. I thought that I don't know what I was coping from. I thought I didn't know what it was. And the reason I didn't think it was loneliness, because I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of people I can talk to and trust, and but you know, my husband was away at grad school. He wasn't there emotionally for me, and so I had a lot of struggles because I wasn't having an emotional connection, and I took that lack of emotional connection and filled the void and numbed myself with food. And so I figured that out recently. And I have since built up emotional connections with certain people, and realized that, hey, and so that just realizing that, and then building my relationships, working on that instead, that element of my life, totally changed my eating habits. So I didn't have to focus on it from a way of food perspective. So I didn't have to focus on it from, you know, I gotta eat healthier, I gotta eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Instead, now I'm eating a diet, I have a diet, I'm not on a diet, I have a diet that is balanced and healthy. The other day I had a bunch of brownies, and I didn't care, it was fine. It was like, I had brownies, tomorrow, you know, I'll eat healthy. It's not saying I should or shouldn't eat anything. It's just, I feel good with what I'm doing. I'm working out a bunch, I feel like strong. I haven't, what's she doing? She's probably got a couple more ticks on her from when we left last week to Maplewood State Park. Anyway, what haven't I done? I haven't haven't had to think too much about it. I haven't had to think about what I'm eating. I never dwell on it. I don't get guilty. Oh, I haven't gained any weight. I've actually, in fact, lost weight. I ran a half marathon this past May 9th, and that went really, really well. And I attribute my really awesome feelings to me eating better and feeling healthier. And I did a lot of things that, a lot of fitness type stuff that I feel like I have a lot more energy. I don't have to sleep as much. I feel like I can get less sleep and be okay. Last night I got about 4 hours, but you know, I'll take a nap and feel better. But before, when I was struggling with this, my sleep patterns were off. It was messing with my digestion, which when I slept, then my body was really mad at me. And actually the first week that I started being healthier, this week right here, my body went through like an internal cleanse. Like it totally flushed itself out. I didn't have to try. I didn't do anything. Actually, it was kind of scary. But because I wasn't, you know, binge eating, binge purging, I think my body was telling myself, and your body will tell you, it was telling me that I just needed to get cleansed out and then we could start fresh. And that's exactly what happened, and it was awesome. And I felt so much better afterwards. And I wasn't eating anything different than normal. Then, like, I eat the same, except I don't then have my binge episodes. And I don't know if you struggle with this, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't struggle with this might be a really hard concept to grasp, but it's something that a lot, especially females, struggle with because of maybe emotional voids. And so it's just finding what your trigger is, I think, and then working on that to get it better. So I've also started going to counseling. Started 2 weeks ago, so I went for 2 weeks so far, and my counselor, she specializes in marriage and relationships and also binge eating. So she gave me a book. Let me show it to you. Hold on. She gave me a book to read called 50 Ways to Soothe Yourself Without Food. But this book could be anything, like 50 Ways to Soothe Yourself Without insert blank here. It can be alcohol, it can be sleep, it can be, you know, sex, it can be whatever you're doing that it's like an addiction. So 50 ways to soothe yourself without food. And that's really, really, it's actually really good. So it gives you a lot of ideas, a lot of meditation type stuff. And that's another thing I started recently is meditating, and it's been super helpful. So I'm just so happy because I think this is the longest I've ever gone without having a binge purge episode in my life, and that's just amazing to me. And so thank you. I want to continue. I hope June is just as good. I have high hopes for June because it's almost like it's not even there anymore. It's not even a habit. It's like it just poof vanished. And it's something that I always dreamed about. Like, what if it would just go away? Can this part of me, this piece of me that I hate so much, I feel so guilty, so much shame over, because I'm a fitness professional, I should be, you know, I should be this, I should be that, but can we just get rid of it? And all of a sudden, because I worked on my relationships and because I worked on what was actually causing it, it went away. And I hope that's the same thing that has happened to others or will happen to you if you struggle with this. I'm not going to guarantee that because I know that I also, for the past many years, 5 years now, I've been really ingrained in personal development. I read a lot. I've been learning about myself. I have a really, really strong intuition and body awareness. So my body tells me when I'm doing something wrong or when I'm, you know, feeling sick or when I need to slow down or speed up or sleep or work out more. So it's easy to listen to my body and not so much my mind. So I'm working on that too. And that's one thing that this is just getting reconnected. Same with the yoga practice. If you're into yoga, you know, getting reconnected with you as a whole, rather than seeing only one element and trying to fix that. It's like you have to look at the big picture. So anyway, if you struggle with this, feel free to reach out. I would love to, you know, connect and help and see what I can offer you or in ways of advice or anything. I would recommend this book, I guess. It's by Susan Elbers. And also get a calendar. It's really fun, and no matter what your thing is, maybe it's like you cross off the days that you don't fight with your husband, or you can cross off days that you stayed or you took a walk with your dog or something. If that's what if you're trying to make or break a habit, it's sometimes good just to have a visual thing. I hang this up in my bathroom right next to the mirror, so every day, every time I go into the bathroom, actually, I see it, and then I go, that is really flippin' awesome, and I'm really happy about that. So Thanks for watching. That's actually where I'm at right now with my eating disorder struggles, and I'm really happy to share that with you guys, and hope I get some love and appreciation back, because you know, everyone has struggles. No judgments, no labels. I'm not going to judge anybody, but we all struggle with something, and so it's just a matter of sharing it and getting the support in order to help heal you. So have a great day, everyone, and I'll talk to you again later.